And we welcome you into the broadcast booth today from Providence, Rhode Island at Connolly Stadium, home of the Central High School Knights, a quarterfinal matchup between the Knights and the Burrillville Broncos. Chris Hetu and Tom Plueski up in the booth today. I will be your play-by-play, and Tom is my color commentator. So, Tom, quarterfinal matchup, but it's a little confusing. Do you think it can really give the audience a little bit of an understanding? Because for certain teams, it's not a single elimination.
No, definitely not. So what will happen after this game, the winner of this game will battle South Kingston next weekend in the Division I semifinal game, and North Kingston is battling Portsmouth next Saturday in the other semifinal game. Both North Kingston and South Kingston lost their semifinal last week in the state championship bracket against Bishop Hendricken and LaSalle Academy. So it's when you lose in the state championship, you're able to drop down into the semifinals of the Division I bracket.
Very interesting. It gives teams a second chance to really get back into that playoff race and potentially a championship by the sound of it.
Yes, it certainly does. As
a head coach, you're no stranger to the playoffs and the energy that comes with them. If you're the coach of these two teams, what are you telling your players right now?
Just play physical, play hard, play fast, and finish everything, and keep the emotions of the game in your head. You can't let the energy or the emotion get away from you, because that's when you get some foolish errors. So just weather that initial emotion and play hard and do what you've done to get here all season, and it will all work out the way it's supposed to.
And that's some great analysis right there from the coach as team captains trot out to center field for the opening coin toss tonight. This afternoon, I should say. 1 p.m. here. Very warm today here in Providence, Rhode Island.
The Broncos from Burrillville High School taking on your Knights. At this time, we ask you to direct your attention to midfield in today's opening coin toss. Captains for the Broncos, number 10, Wesley Canoia, number 15, Matt Chiba, number 56, Thomas Riley,
and the toss here. And the Knights win the toss.
Number 5, Prince O'Way. Number 63, Mike Short. And number 72, Jordy Fernandez.
So the Central High School Knights win the coin toss and elect to defer. So the Broncos will start with the ball in this one.
The Broncos will receive the opening kickoff.
And that's the type of energy. I've been to the playoffs once before in my high school career. There's nothing like it, and just to see these teams get pumped up, it's something.
It's definitely a memorable moment for the seniors and all the members of the program.
Before we begin today's broadcast of the game, we're going to take a moment to remember America and take part in our national anthem. Before we get started, we're going to give you the word from today's sponsor. So today's game is brought to you in part by Central High School Football and Athletics. We thank you for Central High School for helping us on our mission to bring all fans live broadcasts to their homes. Then Providence Gridiron Club, the longest standing foundation supporting Rhode Island high school football. For more information, contact Robert Izzy at robert.izzy@aol.com. RR Elite Recruits, the best high school college athletic recruiting company in the nation. Go to rreliterecruits.com to get 7-day free trial. Be seen by being a part of RR Elite Recruits. So here comes the opening kickoff.
Number 10, Wesley Canoia.
And we are underway now and being taken here by the Broncos as they are tackled down at about the 25-yard line, and that's where the Burrillville Broncos will start their first possession on offense, trotting out onto the field.
Curious to see how Burrillville starts here in this first drive of the game.
We'll see how they set the tempo early, whether it's the run or pass. Generally, most high school teams like to go to the run game to really set the tempo early, and we'll see if they do that here as they break the huddle. Wesley Canoia in the shotgun here as he gets set for the first snap. And he's going to take it himself as he takes it up. And a fumble, but it's recovered by the Broncos back at the line of scrimmage. So what would have been a gain of 2 is going to end up being no gain on the play and a repeat, and that'll be second down.
Second down, 10.
And they break the huddle again. So the Broncos already with a mistake. Luckily it didn't result in a turnover as they get here on 2nd and 10 from the 25. Canoia, he's looking to throw. He's got a man, and he's going to get taken down after a gain of about 2. That was brought in by Ben DeCharo. And actually, it's a gain of 4. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 6.
Got some positive momentum there.
And they look to build on that momentum. No gain on first down. 4-yard gain on second. 6 yards away from pay dirt as they get set. In the shotgun formation once again. 4 wides and a running back. Canoia. And it's another fumble, and the Knights are going to land on this one. And that's taken away by number 12 of the defense, Angel Calix, on the play. And just like that, the Broncos switch over to defense.
Could be a big swing of momentum here.
A huge swing of momentum to start.
Like we said in the opening, you want to weather that early emotion, and that's a big turnover right there for the Burrillville Broncos.
And so now the Knights will head out for their first possession of the game. And some players to look out for them are Armas Eduardo, Judah Varfley, Theron Zarwaya, and Prince Koué. These players are definitely some of the highlight players to look at here as the snap. It's going to get taken by Judah Varfley. Varfley with some room. He's going to gain about 8 on the play, and it's going to bring up 2nd and 2.
Good solid first down run there. Downhill running attack by Central.
And the Knights will trot back out to the huddle here and will break once again. 22 yards from pay dirt from them. We'll see what they can do here on 2nd and 2. Getting set is Varfley in the shotgun. He awaits the snap, a high one, but he'll take it himself. He's got the first down. And that's going to be a gain of 4, and that's a first down for the Knights. And that's something this team does well, Coach, is good blocking from the point of attack.
They do. They play very physical up front, and they've got a lineman in the backfield as a lead blocker here to add a little bit more. Well, they took him out. Now he's at the tight end spot.
Definitely bring a large package to their offense here. Varfley with the handoff. It's going to be fumbled this time. And there's a lot of bodies on top of that ball. We'll wait and see what the call is on the field.
Burrillville football.
And Burrillville recovers the ball there right at the 25 where they started their first possession. So just like that, both teams turn it over on their first offensive drives.
Yeah, just feeling each other out, I guess, to start this game, huh?
Yeah, that's honestly the way it starts. Just feeling each other out, seeing what works and what doesn't. But clearly, they got to fix those butterfingers on each side. So starting from the 26 here, the Broncos will trot back out. Canoyer looking to make something happen this time around.
A little 3-by-1 set.
3 wides to the left, 1 to the right, and then the shotgun. And Canoyer, he's going to keep it himself. A QB sneak, but he's going to get brought down behind the line. That's a loss of 3, and it's going to bring up 2nd and 13.
He had a good hole, too.
A very good hole right out of the gate.
Loss of 3 on the play. 2nd down, 13.
I know when we played, West Canoyer really did a nice job when we played them back in early October.
Burrillville is no stranger to North Smithfield. I remember them killing us every time we played them. Good football team, but they get set here as Canoyer in the shotgun. Similar setup as last time. He steps back, looking to throw. The pressure's there, but he gets the pass off. A nice connection there to number 8 of the offense, Michael Hedquist. Well, that's going to gain some positive yardage, gain of about 6 or 7. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 4.
That big 3rd down here. They convert here, keep some momentum. Be good for the Burrillville Bronco offense.
Last time we were on a 3rd and 4, it resulted in a fumble. We'll see if they can avoid doing so once again as they get set. This time they'll put the tight end on the right side with the 3 wide set. Canoyer awaits the snap. He's stepping back. Looks to throw. Had plenty of time, but that ball way too high. Nearly could have been intercepted by Judah Varfley. Pass was intended for number 15 of the offense. That's Matthew Jibu. And now it's going to bring up 4th and 4, so could be an aggressive move, but it looks like the special teams are going to come out here and send the ball back.
That would really be aggressive.
So both teams unsuccessful on both of their first drives, resulting in turnovers. This one is a 3 and out, and this one is punted deep in the backfield. A fair catch called, and the Broncos will let this one take a tumble. And it's going to stop right at about the 30-yard line.
Very good punt.
A great punt. And so now the Broncos turn it back over to the Knights, and the Knights will get going on their second possession. So if you're the Knights, what are you looking for here out of your second drive?
Oh, we got to get some positive. They got to get some positive momentum going on offense. I mean, they had a couple of good plays, and then that turnover on the last series. They get this one going. My guess is they're going to come out in that overset that they were in last time and just kind of establish a running attack between the tackles. And they're a physical team, yeah. So they got that overset again.
So starting from the 31, and they're going to actually flip the formation here. And we'll see what Varfley goes to. It's going to be a handoff here to Omar Eduardo, and he's going to gain about 1 or 2 on the play, and it's a good stop by the Broncos. It sounds like we got ourselves quite a large Bronco audience here today.
Yeah, they were tailgating when we walked in.
Oh, yeah. I noticed that they were the first fans here right next to me when I pulled in.
Good. Yeah, good for them. They're enjoying the experience. That's what it's all about.
That's something that's very interesting about that town. They're like the Pittsburgh Steelers. They never miss a game, whether it's home or away.
That's true.
And already just about at the halfway point of the first quarter, we're on the second possession of the Central High School Knights as they get set again here. Varfley under center with a stacked formation. He's going to hand it off here. Some space there, and he's going to get tackled down. That was Theron Zarwaya, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and 4 once again.
Yeah, big 3rd down here. Big. 3rd and 4, you can manage that.
Yeah.
The playbook's open. You can run, pass.
And we've said that each time. It should be manageable, but these teams have somehow managed to prove us wrong. We'll see if they can actually prove us wrong this time. Here on 3rd and 4, they break the huddle. Varfley getting under center once again. And Varfley's going to give it to Zarwaya. Zarwaya's got plenty of space. Great block set there, and that's enough for a Knights first down.
It's a great play. They pulled the guard. That was a great-looking play. Nice little kick out by the guard there.
First down.
So we have our first down of the game by either offense. And the Knights have played pretty solid all season. I've covered a majority of their games. And so far, no penalties. That's something they struggled with a lot during the regular season.
Yeah, penalties are killers of drives and momentum, too.
And Varfley getting set this time in the shotgun. And he's going to take it himself. A wildcat look from him. A lot of speed there, and he's going to get tackled down. That's a gain of about 7. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 3.
Yeah, some good downhill running here by the Central Knights. Keep that up. Grind the clock here. We got about 5 minutes to go in the first quarter.
And it seems like they really have liked to pull the guards in each direction. They just did it on the down before where they went to the left. This time they swung it to the right, and it's working so far.
It's a staple in their offense. They love to pull the guards, get an extra blocker out on the edge.
We'll see if they can be successful again here on 2nd and 3. Varfley's going to take it again, and he looks like he's got enough for the first. We'll wait for the official call from the referee. Looks like he's definitely got it.
Yeah. Yep. First down.
And a first down for the Knights again. So back-to-back first downs. And we've got ourselves a march coming now.
Drive it right down the field. Again, there was another guard pull on a kickout block. Gives an extra hole. Good power running attack by Central here.
The power run, their bread and butter. We'll see if they can continue to do that. They have done so far. Varfley in the shotgun with Zarwaya to his right.
Got a little tackle overset.
And it's going to go to Zarwaya. Zarwaya, open lane. He'll take it to the 20, the 10. He will not be caught. Wow. Touchdown, Knights.
Wow. They had a nice little overset, and they went to the short side on that play.
A beautiful block between the A and B gaps, and it just exposed a beautiful hole, and both safety and corner just couldn't really clamp down on him there.
Nah, once he gets in the open field.
Use the Jets.
Great play. Good job by Central there.
So a 6-0 lead now with 3:57 on the clock, and they'll attempt the extra point. And the kick, it's up and right down Broadway. It's good. So the Knights, after their second offensive drive, successfully drive down the field on 5 plays to take the lead here early on in this quarterfinal game.
Nice offensive attack by Central there. They do what they do. They like to come straight at you. They come over in that tackle overset. They pull the guard. They get a nice little alley for their running back, and he gets right up in there.
So now the Broncos, they will begin their 3rd offensive drive of the game. And obviously we've seen some rushing from Conoyer. We haven't seen much from their tailbacks today. And the passing game has had its moments there. But, I mean, what do you think you need to see from this team if they really want to have a successful drive on the 3rd drive?
They need to get something going offensively here, whether it be Wes Conoyer or number 32, Carlo Quisto. I mean, when we played Burrillville 32, we had trouble stopping him in the inside running attack. So they might want to try thinking about pounding a little bit inside here and get some momentum and get their offense moving.
So the kicker, number 14, Jorge Avalia, will kick this one out of bounds, and that's going to be our first flag of the game. And obviously, that kicker, he's got to keep that ball in bounds.
Yeah, that can't happen. Ugh. Those are those penalties we talked about earlier.
And the first charge to the Knights, and hopefully not the first of many as they lead in this one. We welcome all of you folks who have tuned into the broadcast today between the Central High School Knights and the Burrillville Broncos here, powered by Fans Only Sports Network. If you want to check out more of our live streams, go to fansonlysports.com and click your Watch Live button. Or go to Fans Only Sports Network on YouTube and check any of our past live streams or the current one streaming like this one now. And they're actually going to redo the kick.
Oh. See what Burrillville could do on a kick return, huh? They must see something. They want to try it.
I'm kind of interested as to why they're resetting, but we won't argue here. And Avila will trot forward and send this one away to start the Broncos' third offensive possession. This one's going to get taken just at about the 30. And that's actually Knoyer with the ball. A nice physical hit there. And he's going to set his offense up in a nice spot just before the 40-yard line.
So we'll see what Burrillville's going to do here. If they're going to try to establish some inside running attack or quarterback returning kicks.
Yeah, quarterback returning kicks. Very interesting to put him out there.
Hey, all hands on deck.
And not only is Knoyer the quarterback, he is also the safety. He's one of the players to highlight in this one for the Broncos as he gets set. And it's going to be a handoff, and that's going nowhere there for the Broncos. They're going to lose yards in that play. The run there by number 32, that's Carlo Acquisto. So he's already had back-to-back rushes on separate drives that have resulted in a loss of yards.
Interesting the way Central's got their defensive tackles set up there.
And that front seven that I've seen all year, they bring a lot of punch.
Yeah.
And we're seeing that again today here as they get set. Send a man in motion. Knoyer, he's looking, he's got time, he's got a man on the left side. That was number 15, Matthew Gibbu.
Great route, great ball. Had a little bit of time. Well, that's a good momentum. That's a first down. You're moving. You're on the other side of the 50 now.
Nice post route there, and a nice gain to put the Broncos past midfield for the first time all day. And they're in good real estate now as they enter Knights territory for the first time. Yeah. Getting set. Knoyer. He calls for it, and he's going to take it himself. Looks like a pitch play that they might try and do, but he's going to keep going. That's a gain of 11. Nice run there by Knoyer for another Broncos first down.
Hey, he's having a good season. You might as well ride him. Get a little outside run game going here by the Burrillville Bronco offense.
So they tried up the middle for many parts of this game, but now it looks like they're seeing that the point of attack is going to be off those tackles. And we'll see if they can continue to do that. As they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's right.
Knoyer in the shotgun. And stepping back, he's got a man. A nice screen play set up there on the right side. That's a gain of about 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 5 there. Reception made by number 58, and that's Dean Ayot. So the Broncos already using a little deception here, a mixture of the pass and run.
Yeah, it's working. Like you said, if it ain't broke.
Working to their favor, trying to really get them off balance. They've done so far after the gain of 5. We'll see if they can pick up the first. And Knoyer's going to take it again. Oh. Shifty move, and that's past the first down marker easily. The Broncos move the chains again.
Wow, nice move, too. Nice little jump cut there to get through.
So a lot of similarities between Wesley Knoyer and Judah Varfley, both shifty quarterbacks. Even though I wouldn't say Varfley is really a quarterback, he's mostly a tailback, but he can throw the ball too.
Hey, touching the ball every play.
So first down from the 25. The Broncos having some positive momentum here. Knoyer has plenty of time as he steps back and throws. It's nice. A deep pass, but it knocks out of the hands.
That would have been a great catch.
It would have been intended for Michael Hedquist. But the good pressure there by the defensive back to knock it out of his hands.
He went up. That was a great ball. The only guy who could get to it was the Burrillville receiver there.
Mm-hmm. So after that incompletion of Hedquist, the Broncos will try to do something similar to that again, as they'll get set. 4 wides, 2 and 2 split to the left and right as Canoyer awaits the snap. He's stepping back. He's actually going to take it himself. A nice shifty move again, and he'll bring it up to about the 30. So a gain of 5. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 5 with just about a minute left here in the quarter. We'll see if they can hit the end zone before the end of this one.
Oh, nice little run. He pulled it, went right up the A-gap there. Nice run. He runs hard.
Yeah, he does run hard. And he knows where the holes are, and he's patient. That's something that we can comment here on Canoyer.
He sees that read. He makes that read option look easy.
Canoyer, we'll see if he continues to make it easy. A high snap there, but he'll scramble to the right. He's got a man in the end zone, and it's incomplete once again for Michael Hedquist. But they come up short.
Oh, a little bunch formation there, too. Bunch formation to the boundary on that set.
So now 4th and 5 with 24 seconds on the clock. And if you're the head coach of the Burrillville Broncos, what are you doing? Are you going for 3 or are you going to go for that 6?
No, you're going for the touchdown. Going for the touchdown. You're going to get 6 here.
6 is the word here on this down. 4th and 5. We'll see if they can convert or get this one in the end zone. And keep an eye on Hedquist as he is at the top of your screen there. And Canoyer getting set. Sends a man in motion. That's Ben Tacharo stepping back. Canoyer's got time. He's going to scramble to his left. He's got the man, but he drops the ball. Incomplete, intended for Ben Tacharo. And with 17 seconds in the first quarter, the Broncos turn the ball over on downs. That's a heartbreaker right there.
Oh, that hurts.
Back-to-back incompletions.
Yeah, but Wes Canoyer made that play with his legs, moving, scrambling on the edge, finds the guy, throws it to him, and he just
couldn't come down.
Just couldn't pull it in. Those are definitely ones that haunt you as a coach later on.
So the Knights successfully stop the Broncos. Although it does look like the Broncos might have done it to themselves with back-to-back drops.
Yeah.
Both receivers kind of seeming like they're just trying to take off before they can really bring that ball in.
Yeah, that's the emotion we talked about earlier. You just got to play within yourself.
And settle all that down and really just bring that ball in. So now Varfley with the handoff there. It's going to go to Zarwaya. Zarwaya already has a touchdown on the day. It was about 35 yards. This one's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up actually 6, so it's going to bring up 2nd down and 4. And that's going to be the final play of the first quarter. So after 1, Knights lead the Broncos 7-0 in a very tightly contested matchup here in the quarterfinals. We're going to hit a commercial break real quick, and we'll be back for the start of the second quarter.
Pacheco to the house, touchdown, kickoff return, Brock Pacheco to the house, touchdown, kickoff return, Brock Pacheco.
Baker with nobody to cover him. He's got a man in the end zone, and it's tipped and caught.
That's first. Did he get it? He did.
Shot here, over the head,
by Geraldo. He's free on the line. Geraldo, touchdown.
Another one comes in off the crossbar, straight up in the air. Players down. Goal, scoop.
And this one is a long boot right at the crossbar and a goal.
Off right at the net cord.
Comes across. Lewandowski saved it. Hit the. Trying to come back for Eastman with a nice save. Bassett puts it back up. Free inside the 20. Zarwaya with a central touchdown. Big boot by Tara right into the center. Headed down. Shot score. And then some. Noah Cicerone. Good night. That one back forward. Another hit from Thibodeau. Comes off at his.
Carry on with the pass. Deep. And it's caught.
Right as he puts it onto the foot of Berardo. Berardo set that one back across. There it is.
And we welcome you back to the start of the second quarter here between the Central High School Knights and the Burrillville Broncos here from Connolly Stadium, a quarterfinal matchup. Here the Knights will get set after the turnover on downs from Burrillville. Gain of 6 on their first play of their drive, and we might have some movement there on the defensive line. And that's number 77 of the defense, Ethan Murphy, and we'll see who it's on. And it's going to be a false start against the Knights.
Oh, jeez, I thought it was the defensive guy.
I saw that too.
Yeah. See that offensive set, though. They got another tackle in the backfield on the Central offense here.
So now what was a 2nd and 4 will now be a 2nd and 9 after the false start penalty.
Yeah, see, they got that heavy set in the backfield.
So 2nd and 9 coming up here. A pistol look. And looking a little jumpy. Some nice hard count there. A handoff there to Zarwaya. And a good job by the front 7 of the Broncos to really clamp down on there. And that's going to bring up, after the 2-yard gain, a 3rd and 7.
Nice kick-out block by number 78 there, coming out of the backfield. 63 pulled up the hole. Here we go. They like that pulling guard. Gets a guard up on the linebacker. Gives you that little angle they're looking for.
So now 3rd and 7. This is a big down for the Broncos. This is the furthest they've kept the Knights back to this point in the game from a first. And we'll see if they can stop them here.
Come on.
And another pistol look here, spread out a little bit more. And Varfley looking, and it's tipped away. Good job by the Broncos D to get in there early. That was deflected by number 58 of the defense. That's Dean Ayute.
Great defensive play there. Big stop on 3rd down.
It's definitely the stop they needed. So that's going to force a 3 and out here for the Knights, the first of the day. And now the Broncos will wait back deep to try and match this score early in the 2nd. And here's the snap, and it's nearly blocked, but a little shiftiness from the punter there, and he gets it off clean. Wow. This one's going to take a Knights tumble right to about the 32. Wow, a lot of movement on that ball.
They should think about handing him the ball.
Big boy there, really, just taking a nice step to his left.
He made a great play just to get that punt off.
Some hesitation there could have resulted in a turnover.
Yeah, that would have been a big momentum swing, too. Wow. He did a nice job getting it off, though.
So a good job there by the special teams to get the ball set. But now Wesley Canoyer and crew, they've got a lot of ground to make up for after just barely missing what could have been a first down. A turnover on downs on their last possession. Here they go. And whistles here, and it's going to be a timeout from the Central Knights.
Yeah.
While we take a timeout real quick, I'm going to give you the word from today's game sponsors. Today's game is brought to you in part by Central High School Football and Athletics. A big thank you to them for supporting us in our season-long mission and our company's long mission of bringing sports live stream to your homes. Thank you once again to Central High School Football and Athletics for being a reliable partner. Providence Gridiron Club, the longest-standing foundation supporting Rhode Island high school football. For more information, contact FIRE to Robert Izzy at robert.izzy, that's I-Z-Z-I, at AOL.com. Our Elite Recruits, the best high school college athletic recruiting company in the nation, I might add. Go to rreliterecruits.com to get a 7-day free trial. Be seen by being a part of RR Elite Recruits.
Central didn't like something they set up. They needed to call a timeout there.
And a good choice by them, because Burrillville's really brought a lot of shifty movements. We'll see if they can continue to keep them off balance, but they need a score here. As they trail 7-0, they send DeCharo in motion. This one's going to be taken there by Acquisto. That's a gain of about 1. So Quisto's really been struggling to take this ball up those A's and B gaps.
He's doesn't seem to be getting downhill right now. He let a little jet motion there to see if they could get the backer to move. He sat and he made the play for Central. It's good defense by Central.
So after the gain of 1, the Broncos will come back out here, see if they can move that ball a little bit further to create some more momentum. Canoyer in the shotgun with 2 receivers split out to his left and right. He steps back, got time.
Got him.
He's got a man, but it's way over the head. Pass once again intended for Michael Hedquist. Already 4 attempts to him. They've only completed 1. And they really need to start to figure out that chemistry and get in sync with each other.
He had him there. Oh, that would have been a touchdown, Ed. He was able to complete that pass.
Managed to burn both the corner and the safety.
He did. I like you said, he's got all these targets. I'm not sure.
So we'll see if they can somehow figure it out. They've been out of sync so far, 1 for 4 on the day. As Knoyer in the shotgun, he steps back. He'll scramble to his right, had plenty of time, but he's just going to keep it and take it himself. Good movement by him, and great job by him to move the ball all the way to about the 39 to the 40. That's going to bring up a 4th and 3. So a big question here of what they're going to do with this ball, but it looks like they're probably just going to send it back.
Yeah, you got to punt the ball here.
Or actually, no, Knoyer's coming back out, so on 4th and 2, they're going for it.
Great call by the coach here. Not the one I would have made.
So as opposed to going with a conservative philosophy, we're seeing a an aggressive one coming out of here. But Burrillville needs some points here on 4th and 2. We'll see what Knoyer does in the shotgun. And stepping back, a pass play coming here, but a lot of pressure there. He's got to pass off a man wide open and out of the outstretched hands of Elijah Diallo. Oh, my goodness. Once again, Knoyer just unable to connect with his target, and the Knights will get this ball back.
Yeah, they're going to get great field position, too. It's a great route, though. Great route.
So a solid route there. We've seen solid routes from these Burrillville wide receivers, but just a little too much air underneath that ball there, Coach.
He'll get it. He'll get it. A lot of time left. He'll get it. Probably still a little bit of emotions. You know, Wesley Knoyer has done a nice job of making a lot of things happen. It'll come for them.
So far, Central has shown a good philosophy of the bend but don't break defense. We'll see if the Broncos can do that here as they trail 7-0. Thuron Sarwea with the only touchdown in this game so far. And this one's taken in by Varfley. He's going to take it himself. A lot of shifty movement, and he's going to gain about 3, so that's going to bring up 2nd and 7.
Great job by the front side guard and tackle, just blocking down and pulling that guard up into that B gap right there. That's just old school power running football.
Clamping down on that tackle and defensive end there. Sets up a gain of 3. We'll see if they can set up more yardage. They've been managing to do that time and time again against every opponent.
You want to get some positive yards here, make it a 3rd and, manageable. Then you can either run or pass. Leaves the playbook open instead of a 3rd and long.
So Varfley and crew will break the huddle on 2nd and 7 as he gets set in the shotgun with 2 wide receivers split out to his left and right. And it's going to be a handoff there to his tailback. And this one's Armace Eduardo. Armace Eduardo, a great gain there of over 20 yards. And that's enough for a Knights first down, and they are in the red zone.
Great play right there. That's a version of the buck sweep. Pull a guard. One guard kicks, the other guard logs up, and the back just gets between them. Great play. Well executed by the Central offense there.
So another great play by them. That ball's going to be spotted just at about the 14. Last play was all the way from the 37. So great pickup there. Varfley and crew look to execute yet again to put more points on the board and increase their lead over the Broncos. 2 turnover on downs has forced the Broncos into this position, but we'll see if the defense can stand strong as a bunch formation comes here. They stack the tight ends on either side. And they're going to send a man in motion, Zarwea, and they're going to give it to him. Zarwea with some shiftiness and some nice blocks, nearly broke it, but a good job by the defense to corral him up by the ankles, and that's going to bring up 2nd and short.
Defense is swarming to the ball. They're still getting around. They made a nice tackle there. It looked like he had a little bigger hole, and they collapsed it down pretty quick. Linebacker got in there and made a nice tackle for the Burrillville defense.
So now a first down here will bring up 1st and goal. The Broncos don't want to force that. A sack would be good here, but this team is not known for stepping back. So we'll see what they execute here on 2nd and short.
They've only had one pass attempt so far today, right?
I think so. On this one for Zarwaya, that's enough for the first down. So 1st and goal here for the Knights, and they just continue to do and just really assert their dominance in this one.
You know what? And the other part about their offensive attack right now is it's taking time off the clock.
Yeah.
So you're taking time off the clock. You got positive momentum here. What are they? Looks like they're inside the 5-yard line here.
And what's been killing the Broncos really is just their incompletion percentage is just through the roof right now. So that stops the clock. So far, at least, I'd say 10 minutes of ball possession right now for these Knights.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's their recipe. That's what they've done all season. Why change it now? It brought you to this game today.
So now Varfleet getting under center again. 1st and goal for the Knights in that stacked look. He's going to give it to Eduardo Armas. And he's in. Touchdown, Knights.
Oh, wait a minute.
Or
Wait. Oh, I don't.
they might call him short.
Wow. I think they did.
So it's called short, so that'll bring up 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line.
Wow. It's all
I
right.
thought he broke the plane,
I
but
thought so, too.
I guess the knee was down.
From our angle, it certainly looked like he was in.
So the Broncos really need to stack something up on the goal line, D, if they want to prevent a touchdown.
Curious to see what Central calls here on this 2nd and goal from the 1. If they try and get on the edge here or if they just go straight up the gut.
And Varfleet, he's
straight
going
up
to
the
take it
gut.
himself. A QB sneak, and he is in. Touchdown. And the Knights take a 13-0 lead here with 6:01 on the clock.
Great push by the up front lineman there against that Burrillville defensive line. They were on the 1-yard line. You know, you have to get far, but you just all step down, go forward, get into that end zone.
And it feels like 99.9% of the time a QB sneak for the end zone is usually 100%, you know?
Yes. Yep. Well, you're only going from the 1-yard line, you know. Stats are in your favor.
So Avila gets set for the PAT, and the kick is up, and it is good. So a 14-0 lead here with 6:01 on the clock. Broncos really struggling, so I mean, maybe your conservative pitch might have helped them on these last few drives.
Well, you know, like you said earlier, they start completing some of these passes. It'll loosen up that inside defense that Central's running right now, and they'll have to start to drop back. Then maybe 32 can get running in the inside run game for Burrillville, and they can put up points quick. We learned that when we played back in October. But then again, Central just keeps dominating the line of scrimmage right now.
And now they'll get set here as Avila will prepare for the kickoff. Broncos looking to get back into this one. They trail by 2 possessions now. So it's all or nothing at this point.
They need some points on this drive, that's for sure.
Villa with the kick. It's a deep one, and it's going to be spot adjusted about the 13. And they'll take this one forward and brought down at about the 28-29 yard line. It's number 15 of Burrillville, Matthew Gibu.
Well, let's see what they come out and do here. If they try and stretch the field again with that little vertical passing attack that they've been trying, and it worked minus the the drops.
Yeah, minus the drops and the overthrows.
He made the right reads. He threw it to the open receiver.
So Canoyer, he's done an excellent job in terms of spotting his targets. He just needs to figure out how to get that arm action online, and he gets set in the shotgun. Canoyer, a pass play here, and he's going to go down, sacked on the play.
Great defensive pass rush right there by the Central Knights.
Good move there by...
They got there quick.
Yeah,
they were in his face quick.
Yeah, they've been bursting through that line pretty effectively, and that was Jordy Fernandez getting in on the sack. Nice job by him there.
Now, Central does a nice job bringing blitzes from different areas on the field to keep you guessing on how to slide your protection.
And it's Jordy Fernandez and as well as number 78, that's Kareem Jeffries Hazard. That's someone to look out for. Canoyer under pressure again. He gets this one off, but it's going to go right to the sideline. So what is now a 2nd and 16 will now bring up 3rd and 16 in desperate need of some conversion.
Oof.
16.
Got to go deep in the playbook for a 3rd and 16 play here.
Got to really dive into the playbook mind of Josh McDaniels here if we really want to see something. Gain 16. But we'll see if they can do that and set themselves up in a closer situation.
Tell you, those inside tackles on that last play got right up the field again, putting pressure on poor Wes Canoyer here.
So Canoyer, he has 5 wides, a 4-wide bunch, and now because of that formation, Central's going to use their second timeout of the game.
That's a good timeout by the Central coaches right there. They came out in that little diamond
Caught me
formation.
off guard.
Yeah, that's a new wrinkle that they put in for today. It's a good timeout. You got to make sure you get everything adjusted in this type of a game where you get all the momentum. 3rd and 16. 4-by-1 empty set here by the Burrillville Broncos.
5:09 left on that clock. Broncos trail 14-0 to the Central High School Knights. You're watching Fans Only Sports Network's presentation of the quarterfinal series between the Central High School Knights and the Burrillville Broncos. If you want to check out any more of our live streams, go to fansonlysports.com and click that Watch Live button in your top right corner. Or go to Fans Only Sports Network on YouTube and watch any of our past live streams or current ones going live like this one and many others on the bottom of your screen on the ticker.
What do you think they'll do on 4th down if they don't convert here?
I mean, it's been
practice.
pass. I mean, research tells me it's going to be a pass, but we'll see here as they get set. So no 4-wide bunch here.
Nope.
Stepping back. Canoyer, a deep shot, and it's completed.
Catch.
And it's
no.
knocked out of his hands. It was caught by Matthew Gibbo. And what would have been another first down, this Central Knights secondary clamps down hard when it matters.
Oh, that would have been a great catch. I think he had
God.
to put it with one hand, and as he was going down,
that could have been play of the game.
Yes, definitely. That would have been a big first down, too, for the Burrillville offense here. Well, they brought the punter out this time.
So 4th and 16, they elect to go to the punt, an obvious situation here that they just can't force another offensive drive. And the snap, the kick, they came in really fast there, nearly could have been blocked, and this one's going to take a squib backwards and caught right at about the 43. And the Knights will begin another drive, so back-to-back offensive drives for them. That put them in the end zone. So, I mean...
Short field here.
Yeah, very short field. They're set in prime real estate. If you're the Broncos defense, I mean, it's been really tough because those guards have just been creating so many nice traps.
They're getting down. They're getting to the second level here. The tackles on their down blocks are getting to the second level. They're pulling that guard, getting to the linebacker, kicking out the end. Kick downhill. Short field here. They got about 4.5 minutes to go in the quarter.
About 4:51 on that clock there in the second quarter.
And they still got one timeout left?
Yeah, I believe so, yep.
Okay.
So they've already used 2 of their timeouts. Balls, high snap, and now Zarway is going to have to do something about this one. And a good job there. Fortunate for the Broncos to set themselves up in a good defensive position now.
That could have been a big momentum swing right there. Nice play by just to handle it and get something out of nothing there.
So a good job by the Broncos getting in for the sack. And that pushes the Knights back about 6 yards. So I'll bring up 2nd and 16, similar position as the Broncos.
If you notice, Central, the offense was in a little different set there. They went to a 3-by-1 set on that play. It's a little different than we've seen so far today.
Little unorthodox play call on their part, and we'll see what they do here as they split a wide receiver out to the left. And now they're going to split another man. Actually, they're going to bring him in on the left side. So
a little unbalanced set.
Barfley, he's going to hand it off to Zarway, and Zarway's got the gap, and he will not be touched. Goodbye. See you later. Touchdown. Knights again. That's Theron Zarwaya's second touchdown of the game. And it sets the Knights up with a 20-0 lead.
They came out in that end over set. They had an extra lineman. They brought him over 63. They just down blocked. They pulled the guard. Those pulling guards, they get upfield.
And they said, "See you later" on that one.
It's great play design right there, and well executed by the Central offensive line. And, of course, a good play by the running back also.
Now Jorge Avila getting set, and the kick is up, a low one, but it is no good. So the Knights will lead this one 20-0 Broncos have just had zero answer all game long. We'll see if they can do something just before the half.
Now they got to get something going on offense here. I mean, they got 3:49. They still got all their timeouts. There's a lot of game left, but they got to get some positive momentum here on offense.
And this is more than likely their final possession of the half, because once we get out of the half, the Knights are going to receive they will receive the ball to open up the second half, since they deferred to start the first.
It's part of that Bill Belichick mentality of deferring to the second half.
Trusting your defense.
Well, you know what they say, offense wins games, but defense wins championships.
Absolutely. And we're seeing that today, a definition of that statement. And now
on the kick return there.
Avila will get set once again to kick this ball back. He's done it plenty of times today, and he can thank his offense for that one. And he sends this kick away, and it's going to get taken back by Matthew Gibbo. Gibbo, not a lot of room to work with, but will make the best out of it. Spotted at the 30, and the Broncos will come back out here.
What was impressive there is we saw number 10, the quarterback, Wes Canoyer, getting in the blocking scheme there on that kick return. Hey.
Doing everything.
He's
doing
what he
it
can
all
for his team. That's right. He's trying to make a block on the kick return. What do you think? Burrillville going to stretch the field?
I mean, they've got nothing to lose at this point. But lose, really. They need to do something drastic to really get themselves back in this one. Two receiver bunch on each side. A blitz here as the safety came down, and Canoyer, the defense was not fooled on that one. He's going to get sacked. He's met right away by number 5. That's Prince Koué. A nice play by him, and number 12, Angel Calix, getting in on the sack.
They had a great blitz dialed up on that play. Wow, they got that backfield quick. Number 5 was right in there.
Right-click on the title editor.
All right, 2x2 here.
And getting set, Canoyer.
Oh.
And another sack here, and he's going to lose the ball, but he'll keep it. And getting in on that once again is Koué Prince. He now has 1.5 sacks on the game. Nice job by him on defense coming in there.
Again, they get up the field. They are getting in that backfield quick. They're not giving the quarterback any time.
So it's third and extremely long at this point. Original line of scrimmage is all the way at the 30. They are set back to their own 18-yard line.
This was not the way you wanted the drive to go here.
Absolutely not. A 3rd and 22 to come. And Canoyer, he sends a man in motion to Charo, and we've got a whistle.
A little offsides.
And a false start coming from the offense. A little too jumpy there. And the Broncos shoot themselves in the foot here, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and about 27.
Oh, what's the play call?
Woo, yeah, what's the play call here, Coach?
You're going deep into the playbook here.
We'll see how deep they go as they get set. He sends DeCharo in motion. And Canoyer, he sees DeCharo, and he's got plenty of space. A nice catch back at the original line of scrimmage, however. So that's going to result in a 4th and 10. But
penalty.
But a penalty on the play.
I think they may get him for a roughing the passer call here.
We'll see what the official call, and it looks like they're motioning to the defense. Still waiting for the official call from the referee.
Flag's in the backfield, so you would imagine it would be roughing the passer. Wes Canoyer took a little shot there. They're talking about it.
Indeed. Awesome. Thank you, Matt.
And they'll discuss this, so kind of questioning if they're even going to have a flag. They might take it back.
Either way, that was a great play and a great catch.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Just great concentration. Not trying to take off before the ball met him. So it's going to be a roughing the passer call on the defense. And we'll see how far they move this ball.
Wow.
As of right now, it would be 4th and 10. But we're still waiting for the official spot of the ball. It could result in a first down.
Could be a big swing for momentum for Burrillville's offense here.
It could give them a chance to get some points. And by the way, they're walking. It looks like it's going to be enough. A first down for the Broncos. And with that penalty, it's going to set them right at about the 46-yard line. So great position for that offense with 1:49 left on the clock.
All right. It's a big penalty, too.
A huge penalty.
First and 10, Broncos.
So the Broncos very fortunate with some help from the defense causing a penalty on the quarterback. A roughing the passer will push them up enough for a first on the 15-yard penalty.
See if they target number 8 here.
Canoyer.
Screen, there he is. Oh, rolling away.
Rolling to his right.
He's got him.
Looking, and
nice toe
we'll
touch.
see if he got it, and they say he did.
Great play.
A nice gain there.
Wow. Nice job by the receiver there to make sure he gets his feet in, gets out of bounds, saves the timeout here.
Elijah Diallo there making a great grab. The gain of 10 results in a first down for the Broncos with 1:15 on the clock. So doing a good job keeping the clock on their side.
Managing it here. Good clock management going down here. You don't want to give Central a little momentum before the half, though.
We'll see if this is a routine 2-minute drill. Is Canoyer. He's going to scramble too far and test that defense too much. Sacked there by Angel Calix. Now he has 1.5 sacks on the day, and the Broncos find themselves right where they started on their first drive of this drive itself.
Well, a nice little blitz off the edge to the wide side of the field there. They were rolling them out.
And a timeout called here by the offense.
Second and long here. Oof. And now you just want to make sure you settle down. You don't want anything foolish going into the end of the half here. You tell them, live for the next play.
Absolutely.
Live for the next play here.
So it was a first down. Will set them 2 yards in front of their original line of scrimmage from their last set of downs. And they look to battle back, but they can't rely on a penalty this time around. They need to be accurate every step of the way.
No. Can't live on those penalties. Those are the ones that after the game, when you're as a coach, you're recapping. You're like,
come on, man.
Those want you. You'll watch the film.
I remember those film room days, especially when Coach West started yelling at us, being like, "What the heck were you doing here?" Unbelievable. That was one of the big things he would always say is unbelievable.
The best is when the players say, "No, that wasn't me," and you're saying, "But we're watching you on the tape."
Yeah, and we're like, "That's you." One time I remember the coach literally got it wrong, and we were like, "Coach, that's not him," and he's like, "Oh," and then he started yelling at another kid. All right, 1:05 left on the clock. Burrillville set second and long after the sack. Stepping back, Canoyer. He's got time, but not a lot of it, and he's going to go down again. A hard sack there by Brad Moore, his first of the day on the solo. And another sack results in a third and long here.
Good coverage by the defensive secondary for Central on that play, though. They took away that crossing route. He was looking for number 8 coming across the middle again. They took it away. And then that's what allowed that pressure to get to him. Good defense by Central on that play.
Third and 25.
Third and 25 coming up here. Last time it was 3rd and 22. Or maybe even 27. It's pretty tough to tell sometimes with these lines. But here on 3rd and 25, the Broncos back to that 4-bunch formation. We'll see if this works to their advantage. It could result in something. Canoyer, what looked like was a screen, is going to be a QB draw, and they grab him by the jersey, and he's brought down just shy of midfield. And that's more than likely, and that will do it. So the Broncos will head into the half with nothing to show for it. The Central High School Knights lead this one here at Connolly Stadium in your Division I quarterfinal game, 20-0. Coach, some final thoughts on the first half before we take a break.
Well, Burrillville's got to get something going on offense right now. They're reeling a little bit. They can't establish any running attack inside, and they're going to the pass. And hats off to Central. They're playing their game. It's what got them here with this physical downhill running attack. They did try that 1 3-by-1 set. They got out of that quick and went right back to their tackle over sets, and they're playing solid defense. That pressure's coming right up the middle, getting up the A gaps and the B gaps, and they're in West Canoya's face pretty quick. I tell you, they're doing what they need to do right now, and that's what got them here.
So what looked like a balanced game from the start has now resulted in a lopsided affair. Central Knights dominating this one 20-0 over the Burrillville High School Broncos. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back for the opening of halftime here for the start of the second half. Thank you all for tuning in to Fans Only Sports Network here from Connolly Stadium. We'll see you all after the break.
Pacheco to the house. Touchdown! Pickoff return, Brock Pacheco.
Baker with nobody to cover him. He's got a man in the end zone. It's tipped and caught.
That's first down. Did he get it? He did.
Shot here. Over the head. It's in.
By Geraldo. He's free on the line. Geraldo. Touchdown.
Another one comes in off the crossbar, straight up in the air. Players down. Goal. Score.
And this one is a long boot right at the crossbar and a goal. Off right at the net cord. Comes across. Lewandowski saved it. Hit the... Trying to come back for Eastman with a nice save. Bassett puts it back up. Free inside the 20. Zorwaya with a central touchdown. Big boot by Tara right into the center. Headed down. Shot. Score. And then some. Noah Ciceron. Good night. That one back forward. Another hit from Thibodeau. Comes off of his.
Carry on with the pass. Deep. And it's caught.
Right as he puts it onto the foot of Berardo. Berardo set that one back across. There it is. Big boot by Leahy inside the mixer. That would get in it.
Elijah OC8, he's got separation. He's got space. He's got himself a first down. And it's in.
And we welcome you back for the start of the second half here on Fans Only Sports Network. Quarterfinal matchup between the Burrillville Broncos and the Central High School Knights.
Ooh, the onside kick to start.
A nice squib onside and taken here.
No.
And he's got some open space. That's Saquon Hall.
Touchdown.
Saquon Hall's not going to be touched at all. The onside kick ends up backfiring on the Broncos. And the Knights take a 26-0 lead.
That's what you didn't want to see coming out of the half if you're the Burrillville coach right now.
What a crazy play there.
Wow. Trying to get a little momentum, create some excitement, and instead...
It ends up backfiring.
Central scores on you there.
So some miscommunication all over the place for the Burrillville special teams. And they now see themselves down by 3, not just 3, 4 possessions at this point. So the point after try coming up here. 2 for 3 on the day is Jorge Avila. We'll see if he can make it 3 for 4. On point after tries as he gets set. Avila. High snap, but the ball gets placed down, and that's right down Broadway. It's good 27-0 here. So, I was going to talk about, or ask you, Coach, what does Burrillville need to do? But obviously, coming out like for the start of the second half, but obviously that wasn't it.
No, that's something you don't want to see that at all if you're Burrillville right now. You try to steal a little momentum. You know, onside kick was a good choice, except the central guy picks it up and takes it back and scores a touchdown instead of you recovering, getting a little momentum on offense here. So now, like you said, you're really playing catch up down 27-0 here.
Really playing from behind here as Avila gets set for another deep shot.
If you're Burrillville now, you need a good return here.
Need a good return or even a score. Here's the kick deep and back, and it's going to get taken in and brought up past the 30 as he powers forward.
Wes Canoia.
That was Wesley Canoia. And that's going to bring up 1st and 10 from about the 37-yard line.
Curious to see what Burrillville tries to do on offense here. Are they going to stick to the passing attack? They had some success with some of those passes towards the end of the half. They never really established the inside run game today, so they...
It's been a run game that struggled. There really hasn't been much opening for them, and it looks like they're not even going to elect that. So 5 wides here for Canoyer as he gets set. And the tackles are stacking the box there, and a nice blitz, but it's going to get brought in. A nice catch by Carlo Acquisto.
Great catch.
And that's going to gain about 5 or 6.
And again, Central had pressure in his face. Another time they had 3 guys bearing down on the quarterback on that play. He was able to stand tough and get it out.
So a gain of 6 to Acquisto is going to set up 2nd and 4 for Canoyer and crew. 5 wides once again, same formation. Canoyer awaits the snap. High one, but he'll step back. And this one, a deep shot, nice catch there. Great job. Finally finishes the connection with Michael Hedquist. We haven't seen it since the first half. But that one's going to go for over 30 yards and another Broncos first down.
Good throw right there by the quarterback. Again, had somebody bearing down on him. But they adjusted their protection there. They sent a little help off the edge there, so they gave him a little extra time. He was able to float that ball down there. Made a good catch.
And that's something we saw them struggle in the first half, was giving Canoyer enough time. They do so here, which results in a close to a red zone trip coming up here from the 24. Stepping back, Canoyer, he's waiting. And he's going to throw this one to the sideline and out of the hands. Good defense there. That was Matthew Gibbo. Nice job by the defense really getting in there and causing some pressure for that receiver.
Yeah, tried a little wheel route on the edge there, and quarterback threw it up there, but the defensive guy was there to make a little play, challenge the throw there.
Lucky it didn't end up being a tip drill.
Oh, no. That's what you don't want.
No, that's definitely something you don't want. That ball was kind of a duck, just really floating there.
Yeah. Well, he's got guys coming at him, so it's tough to step into his throw right now.
And he sends DeCharo in motion. We've seen that a lot today. And Canoyer's just going to take it himself. A nice disguise on the draw. And he's got a lot of yards there. He's got the first down and more. He's still going past the 10 to the 9, and he's brought down back behind. But they'll give him the forward progress at the 9-yard line. 1st and goal. Their first set of downs in the goal line area.
Great quarterback run there. They pulled that guard. They ran a little quarterback power, pulled him up the hole, and he did not want to go down there. He was running hard. Now they're on the 9-yard line. You know, they get a touchdown here.
It could help them get back into this one, but there's a lot to gain, a lot of ground to gain. That defense is not giving them much help, and even that special teams. So they get set here.
Back to that empty set. Oh.
And a whistle here.
Central calls a timeout.
Central calls a timeout here.
If you're Central, you definitely want to make sure you know what you're doing on defense here. Just make sure, settle the kids down. You know, you get a little momentum coming against you. They're driving. Now you say, hey, listen, guys, take a deep breath. Let's make sure what we're doing here. Who's got what? Make sure everybody knows their coverage, their blitz calls.
And for the second half of action here, we're going to give you some of today's game sponsors. Today's game is brought to you by Central High School Football and Athletics. A big thank you to them for being a strong partner with Fans Only Sports Network and broadcasting all of their sports. Providence Gridiron Club, the longest-standing foundation supporting Rhode Island High School football. For more information, contact Fire to Robert Izzi at robert.izzi, Izzi, I-Z-Z-I, at AOL.com. And then by our Elite Recruits, the best high school college athletic recruiting company in the nation. Go to RREliteRecruits.com to get a 7-day free trial. Be seen by being a part of RR Elite Recruits.
See if they come back out with that empty set, that 3x2. It looks like that's what they're setting up here. A little bunch on the top.
And it looks like, yep, it's going to be a bunch set on the right, trips, and then 2 on the left for Canoyer as he gets set in the shotgun. Defense switches their formation a bit, and a flag on the play. That's only the 3rd of the day, and it's going to be encroachment there on the defense.
Oh, that's a big penalty there.
So
last time they were in this set, they threw it to 32 on a little out pattern here. That's when he made that great catch right at the midfield.
Mm-hmm. The defense trying to adjust themselves, but got a little too antsy, resulting in crossing that neutral zone. And they'll get set here. Same formation. Canoyer awaits. Good coverage there as Canoyer's going to have to scramble, and he's not going to go anywhere. Brought down behind the 5-yard line by number 32. That's Devon Carides. It's already about 4 or 5 sacks on the day for the Knights.
Yeah. Brought their 2 inside tackles back in. We got Jordy back in the game here in the middle. When he gets in there, he really gets up the field, puts that middle pressure on the quarterback.
So a loss of 3 or 4 on the play is going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 7-yard line.
A little stack look.
And a stack look here, bunched up with Canoyer looking, had pressure, and this one thrown too far over the head of Elijah Diallo. And that's going to bring up 3rd and goal.
That stack look, that creates a little problem for the defensive backs because you can't really identify who you're covering there. So the offensive guys, they like to do that just to kind of play a little game with the mind game with the defensive coaches. All part of that chess match you have back and forth.
Oh, yeah. Clearly the mind games did nothing to Central here. And we'll see if the Broncos can come up with a trip here into the end zone. They are still waiting for their first successful one, and some whistles here.
Show it.
Not quite sure why they're stopping play. And they'll let them get set.
Okay.
Canoyer in the shotgun. 4 wides to his right. 1 solo.
Motion him into the backfield.
And that's Canoyer looking left. He's trying to force it there, and that's incomplete for Hedquist. Tough break. They've been trying to connect all day. He's definitely been his number 1 target. However, double team there. That's going to force the ball out of bounds and incomplete.
And again, number 5 for Central was in the backfield. Prince was in the backfield quick. He went by that offensive tackle for Burrillville, and he was in Wes's face.
Struggling here. 4th and goal coming up here. Each time they've been on 4th down going for it, it's been a turnover. We'll see if that holds up here or if they can defy that. with 9:04 left on the third quarter. Ganoyer and Acquisto alone in the backfield. Two bunched on each side, stepping back. Ganoyer, he's looking.
Got him.
Had a man, but just out of reach there. Intended for Matthew Gibbo. And
Over on downs, too.
and that's going to result in a turnover on downs. And the Knights get the ball back inside their own territory. A tough play there. It just seems like Ganoyer just has too much pressure to really get that ball to his guy.
Yeah, he's getting, it's tough. You're a high school kid. You got guys coming at you. You're trying to make a play as it is. All the emotions that we talked about earlier. That's tough. It's tough. The psyche of the high school athlete, you got to worry about all that stuff. The coach, you want to, like we said in the film room, you got to.
It's a lot easier than it looks, or not as easy as it looks, I should say.
It's a balancing act. I'll tell you that.
I could only imagine the frustrating coming from a coach being like, "What are you doing? Come on! I drew this play up. We've practiced it time and time again." Man in motion here, and as for Varfley. Varfley breaks one, but he's going to gain enough. Brought down by the ankles, likely could have broken the plane completely.
Ooh, that would have blew this game wide open, too.
And that's going to bring up 2nd and 1 after the 9-yard carry.
Again, they're back to that inside run game. They're going to stay with that. They stay with that tackle over set. They pull the guards, just run downhill. Hey, it's gotten them this far.
Absolutely.
It worked.
It worked.
It worked.
Keep running with it. Keep going to the hot hand.
You're grinding, you're taking the clock down here.
I mean, certainly it's almost beating a dead horse, but at the same time, why go away from it? Here in a pistol look, 2 wides out to the left, and it's a handoff there to Zarwaya. Zarwaya brought down for a gain of about 1, but it's going to be enough for a Knight's first down.
They had the 2 tackles in the backfield there as lead blockers, and they pull the tackle. They have those 2. I think it was 63 on our side. And it's a lineman's dream being in the backfield.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Because who knows? Maybe you'll be the one who gets the ball. You never know. Like, did you see that Miami Dolphins lineman that nearly had that touchdown the other night?
Absolutely.
That was incredible.
Unfortunately, it was a penalty.
I know. I wish it was because I was like, dude, wow. Like, come on, man, with the awareness there. Fumble on the play and taken in by Eduardo Armas.
I don't know, looked like he may have looked a little early. Didn't expect a snap there, dropped it. They're lucky to get that ball back. That would have been a big momentum swing if Burrillville had picked that fumble up.
Oh, yeah. And correction, Armas Eduard there to recover the ball. So that's going to result in a loss of yards here on first, bringing up 2nd and long, about 16. And Knights will scramble back out here. I like the head coach's getup there. Nice black vest along with the whole yellow jumpsuit to really accompany it.
Yeah, definitely.
Coming to the game in style. Knights getting set here on 2nd and 16 after the loss of 6 after the fumble. And Varfley, he's going to take it, trying to stiff arm his way forward, and that strength is going to get him back to the line and some. Gain of about 7 or 8.
Stayed in bounds. Clock keeps running. 3rd down.
And Judah Varfley really shows that he's kind of a deceiving player. He's got a small build, but he's just got such elusiveness and speed and strength that he just breaks through these tackles.
Yeah, he does. He runs hard, and he sees the cuts. That's something that you really got to work on as a running back or even a quarterback, just seeing the cuts, making the cut.
Some good ball carrier vision out of him. And we'll see if he can keep that going forward. 3rd and 8 coming up here. Knights lead this one 27-0. They look to add to that. And Varfley, he's going to give it to his man, and he's brought down. Gain of about 2, and that was Theron Zarwaya.
What a double tight offensive set there for the Central Knights.
So now 4th and 6 here. Really don't have to do much, so they're just going to send this one away. And the Broncos with a chance to get some points on the board. However, already at 5:53 on the clock here in the 3rd quarter, it's really going to take an immense push to get back into this one. That fumble on that last drop, on that a couple downs ago, could have been a starter for that spark. And this kick, booted to the sideline. It's going to go
nice
out.
Bounce.
No, stays in, but it'll be spotted at about the 46.
No, Burrillville's going to get a chance here. Short field. Short field. Just try and stretch it a little bit with a little bit of their vertical passing attack that they were working on.
Mm-hmm.
Curious to see if they try that 4x1. They like that diamond formation, that 4 men on one side.
Oh, yeah. We'll see what they go to here. New set of downs. They've just been unsuccessful. Each time they've reached that end zone area or even into Knights territory, fourth down has always resulted in a turnover on downs. They need to eliminate that mistake if they really want to get a score on the board to make this lead look not as damaging as it is so far. Ganoyer getting set, and he takes the snap. Or no, he doesn't. That was taken in by number 33, Riley Herbert.
Went with a little 3x1 set. Pulled the guard up the hole.
And that time it was the tailback taking the snap right out of the gate. It's tried a little bit of trickery. It only results in a gain of 1, so 2nd and 9. With about 4 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock here on the third.
Trips to the wide side here.
And the Broncos getting set. Ganoyer stepping back, has to turn around and reset himself with a lot of pressure in his face. Continues to scramble. He's got the pass off way over the head there. Once again to Matthew Gibbo. That's something, scrambling and throwing the ball on the run can sometimes be difficult to be accurate.
Yeah, and again, Prince Quay is in his face again, coming hard off that edge. Yeah, he's rolling out, throwing. Yeah, you know what? You're trying to make a play, though, so you got to give the quarterback credit there. He's trying to make something happen here.
So Ganoyer trying to show some Michael Vick, Russell Wilson action there, but it's going to result in a 3rd and long, and excuse me, that was actually a loss of yards on that last play. So 3rd and 11 here.
Okay.
And Ganoyer awaits the snap. They went away from the 5 wides now. As Ganoyer, he's looking to throw a lot of pressure as that front seven's collapsing in. Ball's hucked up deep, but it's out of reach of those defenders and receivers. So a lot of pressure for him time and time again. It's just great defense there by the Knights.
Nah, they're just blitzing and blitzing and blitzing, and they are getting in there, and he's trying to make a play. He's not able to step into his throw there. That's why it looked like it was floating up in the air a little bit. Central's defense is really playing with a lot of energy right now, which is what you want. If you're the Central coaches, that's what you want. Get your energy from your defense.
So now, here on 4th and 11, they're going to elect to keep the offense out. An interesting decision being down 27-0. Ganoyer looking to throw. 5 men on the blitz there, and way over the head once again of Matthew Gibbo. And that's going to result in another turnover on downs.
Yeah, but Burrillville had to give that shot, that 4th down. I mean, you're limited on possessions here. You're down 27. That's the right call.
So, Coach, remind our audience what this game means for Central if they win today.
So if Central wins today, they go on to face South Kingston next, I believe it's next Saturday afternoon in the semifinals of the Division I Super Bowl bracket for our Rhode Island. And the other game is North Kingston is playing Portsmouth, and then the winner of those 2 games play in the Super Bowl on Saturday, December the 4th.
Ooh, so still a long way away from an actual Super Bowl.
Yeah, so what they're doing is they extended that Super Bowl until after the Thanksgiving rivalries to give all the teams a fair shake.
But South Kingstown, they defeated the Knights back early on in the season, 13-12 in South Kingstown.
Yes,
and
I was at that game.
And I called the game, actually. It was a great game there, here on the run, on 1st down, taken in by Armas Edouard.
The difference in that game was a pick 6 at the end of the half.
Yep, and then no scoring in that second half.
Second half, both teams, defensive battle.
But the end came down to the wire, resulted in
They
Central
tried that
electing to
field
go to
goal.
the pass,
Yeah.
driving all the way down to about the 20 or the 10, set up for that field goal, and a high snap resulted in the game ending, and South Kingstown escaped with a victory.
And that's what propelled them into that state title bracket.
2nd and 7 here, and Central High School obviously defending Super Bowl champions of last year. They look to regain their title here. And they're definitely on the right path as they lead this one 27-0 on this run. A nice run there by Theron Zarwea. That's enough for a Knights first down.
You know, their offensive set right now, they have everybody packed in. They got the double tights, they got the backs inside. It's the complete opposite of what everybody talks about with a spread offense right here.
Oh, yeah. It's all bunched.
It's just all in there. Just create angles with your down blocks and just get physical and just get a push. And you get the defense on their heels a little bit, reeling. Impose your will.
And imposing their will they are here with 2:35 left on the clock. Just complete utter domination in terms of possession by the Knights as they get set here for a new set of downs. And a handoff there. It's going to be a pitch play, a reverse there, taken in by Isaiah
got
Briggs.
guys in front.
Briggs, some great blocks there, getting
Guys
set.
in front.
And he is gone. Forget about it. Isaiah Briggs on the pitch there. Touchdown. They lead this one now 34, I believe, to nothing. 33, excuse me. I'm a terrible mathematician when it comes to that stuff. 33-0 now. The Knights lead this one. Coach, what did you see on those blocks there?
You know what was impressive is you saw 72 Jordy downfield trying to get to that safety and make a block. It just got in the way enough to spring for that touchdown. That's when you know your linemen are helping out in all aspects, pulling and getting downfield, getting after a safety. You got to love that. And a little counterplay, too.
Oh, yeah. We love what we're seeing so far in Avila. It's blocked.
Right?
And so the score will remain 33-0. A nice job by the special teams getting a hand in there. But in all likelihood, I don't think that ball was going between the goalpost.
No.
That was going right underneath it, if anything. That would have been a soccer goal.
But I get back to that touchdown on that counter.
Mm-hmm.
It's so exciting as an offensive line coach to see your guys get downfield like that.
Oh, yes.
You know, that's tomorrow. We'll be watching that in the film room tomorrow, saying, "Look at this! That's the true team concept right there. Blocking downfield, getting to that safety, making that play." Oh,
we thank all of you folks for tuning in to today's game between the Central High School Knights and the Burrillville Broncos here at Connolly Stadium in Providence, Rhode Island, state quarterfinals for Division I. If you want to check out more of our live streams, go to fansonlysports.com and click your Watch Live button in your top right corner, or go to Fans Only Sports Network on YouTube and watch any of our past live streams. Our current live streams going just like this one. Check out fansonlysports.com or Fans Only Sports Network on YouTube. And Avilia getting set once again. And he'll trot forward for about the 6th or 7th time, and it's a squib kick. They'll be spotted just at about the 17. We got some trickery going on here. We got something, or we had something there. Canoyer almost broke the plane, but a great job once again by the Knights on special teams, clamping down.
They're playing with a lot of energy right now, and they want it. They seem like they're playing hard. I like the little trick there. I like that little flip back there.
Yeah.
I like that.
Kick returns were honestly some of the toughest hits I ever suffered in practice when I played. Oh, my God. I remember getting blindsided so many times by these kids who are so much smaller than me, and I'd just be like, holy crap, I see stars.
Where'd you come from?
One time I wasn't even in on the play, and this guy just came out of nowhere and cracked me. I'm like, are you kidding me? Canoyer stepping back. He's got a man, and it's intercepted. Taken there away by Saquon Hall. Saquon Hall, see you later. Touchdown Knights once again. Pass was intended for Michael Hedquist, but Saquon Hall had other plans as he jumps the route perfectly.
Great play by the defensive back there for Central. He took that right. He stepped right in front of that play. Perfect. Textbook defense right there.
He read the eyes of the quarterback to the T. He knew everything that was going on, read him like a book, and the result is a touchdown.
Great play.
So now the point after try coming up here. If successful, this would make the game 40-0 with 1:56 left in the third. It's been all Central in this one so far, and it likely will remain that, because this is usually a score that no one can ever come back from.
No, this is quite a hill for Burrillville to climb right now.
Quite out of hand for them. They were only down 20-0 at the start of this one. This PAT would make it 20 points already scored by the Knights in the third. They have 19 so far. And Jorge Avila snaps high, but he gets it down, and it's good. Right down the middle. 40-0 here as your Central Knights lead the Burrillville Broncos. 40-0.
Now at this point for Burrillville, you're just going to get your guys together now and just keep fighting, just keep battling, just keep playing, just keep moving forward, find some positive momentum, something to bring into the fourth quarter here. We got about, 2 minutes to go in the third?
Yep.
Find some positives here. That's what you're going to try and do on the Burrillville side.
And I've been on, obviously, the Burrillville Broncos were a much better football team than when I was at North Smithfield, being Division 3, 4, whatever they are now. I just remember my senior year, the team was winless, and that was a tough season to sit through. I mean, it was really hard to really say, hey, what can we do to get better?
It's definitely a challenge coaching-wise for that stuff. Absolutely.
And we were struggling because I'm pretty sure we had 18 or 20 kids on that roster.
Oh.
It was really bad, and it just kept getting worse as the season went on, that they had to shut it down due to injuries.
Yep.
It was awful. Here on the return, Canoyer with some room. That's the best return by the Broncos all day.
Hey, he keeps playing.
Brought down at the 42, as Coach said there. Good job by him, keeping his head up. And just trying to keep playing his heart out. That's all you can do in this one.
You know what? You just keep grinding. What we talk about all the time in football, it's a parallel life. You deal with a little adversity, you just got to keep moving forward.
Totally agree with that statement right there. I can say that from experience just in real life as it is. And the Broncos get set here. Canoyer adjusting himself to adjust that sock there.
Empty set here, 3-by-2.
And he steps back. 3 men coming in on that blitz. A deep shot there for Henquist. And Hedquist just unable to get anywhere near that ball. Just Canoyer overthrowing it every step.
He's still got guys in his face, though. Number 5 coming off that edge. Prince just keeps coming hard off that edge.
And Hall's getting burnt majority of the time, it seems, because Hedquist is really able to get that separation. It just comes down to that quarterback.
Yeah, but he's
threading the needle.
He's going to step into that throw a little bit more to drive through the throw there.
It's tough to say, especially when you're off balance from that blitz coming. We'll see if they keep him off balance here. Canoyer on the draw. Fools most of the line, but not enough of them. He's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
That's an
He's
old school.
slow to get up.
That was an old school Washington Redskins play. Counter tray. They pull a backside guard and tackle.
This brings up a 3rd and 11 now. We'll see if the Broncos can do anything here.
You're going to get some positive yards to make it a 4th down, at least manageable on a 4th down here. Coming out in a 2-by-2.
3rd and 11 now. Duos on each side. And in the shotgun, Canoyer.
Option.
And it looked like an option play that is to no avail. Bringing him down high by the horse collar, but no call there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Big 4th down here for Burrillville's offense. See It's like it's going to be the end of the quarter.
And that's going to do it here from the 3rd quarter. The Knights lead this one 40-0 over the Burrillville Broncos in the late stages of this one. You're watching Fans Only Sports Network here live from Connolly Stadium in Providence, Rhode Island. We're going to take a quick break, but we will see you for the start of the fourth quarter.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The foul.
And we're back now for the start of the fourth quarter here. Knights lead over the Burrillville Broncos 40-0, and a timeout called here by the Knights. Just coming back from the break already in a timeout.
Well, I guess they saw something different in that formation.
Yeah. Not much time left at all in this affair, but it's been all Knights in this one so far today, folks. And it looks like it has no sign, and obviously has no signs of changing in any way.
You know, like we said earlier, just if Burrillville, you're just trying to finish the game up with some positive momentum on offense.
And so they're going to just elect to punt this here. And the snap's high, and he manages to get it, and he's going to get it off in time. Good job by him. That was number 58, and a good return. And Brad Moore trying to return that one. That punt was sent away by Dean Ayute. But here come the Knights once again to get going for another drive. They've just dominated this game. At this point, they're probably just going to kill the clock, more likely than not.
Dangerous play right there by the returner, though.
Yeah, set himself up in a dangerous position.
Those are those ones that can really go bad quick.
Oh, yeah, really take you out of the game even.
That's one on the sideline as a coach, holding your breath.
Like, oh. Really gritting the teeth.
Yeah, I would imagine we're just going to see some continuing with the downhill running attack for the Central Knights offense here going down to the fourth quarter.
Just under 11 minutes now as the Knights break the huddle. Will come out here under center. A new quarterback in. That's number 10, Deontay Andrada. Andrada with the handoff there to Judah Varfley. And Varfley is going to gain about 2 or 3. That's going to start trickling away this clock. Second and 7 coming up here. And a lot of Burrillville fans booing the Central team right now as they took Brad Moore out of the game there. And the Knights get set for a 2nd and 7. Andrada to Varfley. Varfley, who's played quarterback most of the day, is opted to go to the backfield, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and about 4.
A little offset eye there. It's a wrinkle we hadn't seen earlier today.
Oh, yeah. At this point, the Knights are just going to do everything they can to kill the rest of this game. They have a comfortable lead here, and a good step forward for them as they'll go on to face South Kingstown next week.
That should be a good matchup from the first
A good
time.
rematch, really. And they get set here. 3 wides. And Andrade to Varfley. And excuse me, that's actually Armas Edouard. And Edouard, he's going to end up back behind the line. And now his shoe goes flying.
Right on the play.
A flag and a shoe.
Yeah, a flag and a shoe on the play. Holding on the offense. So that's going to push him back. But it's going to be declined and bring up a 4th and 4. Or actually, they're going to accept it. Wise decision there, obviously. You want to increase the yardage for them.
Holding penalty against the Knights. Third down, 15.
So now it's going to bring up 3rd and long. About 3rd and 15 here as the Knights get set.
Again with that offset.
And Andrade, he's going to keep it himself and take it to the right. He's got back to the line of scrimmage and the first down. Great block set. And a good misdirection. That's going to result in a first down for the Knights.
Good play call right there. Good play call. Roll everybody out. Bring him back across the formation like that.
Good play action that resulted in a QB draw. And the Knights continue to assert their will on this one.
He did when we played Central. We saw number 10 at quarterback too. He does a nice job.
Mm-hmm. It seems very rare that they check him into the game, but he will be in on this one. Andrade, it's going to hand off there once again to Armas Edouard. And a gain of a couple, and slow to get up. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 5.
Just taking the ear out of the football here, huh?
Oh, yeah. Just about halfway through the 4th quarter here. And here on 2nd and 5. And Andrade, he's going to hand it off there to Thuron Zarwaya. Zarwaya corralled and brought down after a gain of about 4, and that's going to bring up 3rd and short.
Third down, 1.
You know what, a pulling lineman getting up the hole, making a nice block at the second level.
Mm-hmm. So 3rd and 1 here as the Knights break the huddle. They've converted many times, not just on this one, but in several drives as they lead this one. Andrade with a lot of scrambling. He's kind of confused on what's going on here. It looked like he was just trying to waste time maybe. And that's the Broncos' first sack of the game.
Good job by the Broncos defense. Just keep coming.
And it looks like we got a player down here.
I think he may have got rolled up on that play.
I believe that is quarterback Deontay Andrada.
There's two players down.
A Bronco and a Knight, respectively, both injured in this one. We're going to take a quick injury timeout here. You're watching Fans Only Sports Network. back. The injury timeout there. Number 77, Ethan Murphy, injured on the play. Able to walk off after some time lying down under his own power.
Good to see. Good to see he's able to walk off the field under his own power.
Sophomore player, obviously. We're glad to see that he's okay, and he's going to get attended to by the training staff. And that's going to bring us back into this one. 5:27 left on that clock here as Central continues. Well, we'll end their drive with a punt, and this one nearly blocked, and this one's going to get taken here by number 72, the big boy, though. He's brought down. You could see that whole bench was hoping wow, that Jordy Fernandez might take it for a first. He had a nice few yards there.
Again, the lineman's dream. Lineman's dream right there.
I think one of the best ones we've ever seen, obviously, is Ryan Connolly on the Patriots when he had that return against the Green Bay Packers.
Awesome.
A long time ago. That was a great play, too.
That'll be one that he puts on his highlight reel tomorrow.
And the Broncos will come out here at about the 32, their own 32. They have not had a successful trip in the red zone yet. We'll see if they can do so with 4:30 left on the clock and ticking. Canario, he's got a man. A nice completion this time. Canario connecting there with Matthew Gibbo.
Good in route right there. Stepped into that throw nice. Found the soft part of the zone. Good play. Positive play for the Burrillville offense here.
And it definitely, with late stages in the game, this defense is probably going to ease up a little bit more. They don't want to see their players get hurt.
Nope.
And a whistle here, and it looks like we do have a night player down this time. And it's going to be number 1. That's Armas Edouard. And he's been running the ball a majority of today's game, but shaking up on the play here. And everyone's taking a knee once again. We're going to take a quick break here, actually.
Oh,
he's getting back up. So forget the timeout break. And fortunate to see another player walk off the field. Armas Edouard there for Central. Just a little shaken up. He's able to walk off under his own power.
Yeah, good to see again.
So now the Broncos, after successfully completing a 15-yard pass, they'll set up here for a new set of downs on 1st and 10.
2-by-2.
Wesley Canario sending a man in motion, then whistles here. Timeout for the Knights. So they're going to take their first timeout of this one. While they're taking a timeout, we're going to give you some of today's game sponsors if you haven't heard them already. Today's game is brought to you in part by Central High School Football and Athletics. A big thank you to Central High School for being a great supporter of Fans Only Sports Network and our mission to bring live stream sports and broadcasts to all of your homes for all of your local Rhode Island and New England sports. Providence Gridiron Club, the longest standing foundation supporting Rhode Island high school football. For more information, contact Fire to Robert Izzi at robert.izzi, Izzi, I-Z-Z-I, at AOL.com. And then finally, RR Elite Recruits, the best high school college athletic recruiting company in the nation. Go to rreliterecruits.com to get a 7-day free trial. Be seen by being a part of RR Elite Recruits. So that concludes the timeout here.
Good
and the Broncos will trot back out.
Central had realized they didn't have the receiver on our side covered on that play.
Needed to fix their formation there, and now the Broncos getting set. They send a man in motion. That's Ledland Keller, and now Canoyer, he's just going to get brought down and sacked yet again. That's Angel Calix getting in, and that's his second sack of the game.
Yeah, they're still the defensive front plays hard for Central. They are just getting up the field. Hey, they just want to play their game.
They do, and they're playing their game. They've been doing it all day long.
Hey, got them this far. Why not? It's working.
So now 2nd and 16. Game slowly ticking away as we hit the 2:55 mark, almost the 2-minute area. Here as Wesley Canario steps back. He looks to throw. He's got Carlo Acquisto. And Acquisto, he's not going to gain anything. In fact, he's going to lose about a yard. And so that's going to set them back for a 3rd down and 17.
Yeah, a little swing pass to the running back out in the flat.
And they'll actually give him a yard, so it's going to be 3rd and 15.
But again, the pursuit from the Central defense, they swarmed to that ball. They got around them. What we thought was going to be a big gain ended up only gaining a yard.
2:15 left on that clock here as Canario's getting set. In the shotgun, he steps back. A lot of pressure, but he gets the pass off, and a good connection there, this time brought in by Matthew Gibbo. And that's enough for another Broncos 1st down.
Good play, good throw, good catch.
Got him on the flag route there towards the sideline.
Burrillville's doing what they need to do, trying to get in that end zone for today.
At least need one score here to make this not look like such a complete demoralization of the team. And they get set here on 1st and 10. Clock ticking away below 1:30 as Canario gets set. He's going to have to scramble up himself, but they do have a spy, and he's going to throw there, and it's nearly taken away there. Good job by Prince Koué getting in on the defense. The pass intended there for number 7 of the Broncos. That's Elijah Diallo.
That's a great job by the defensive back there, challenging and going up, just like a receiver going up saying, that's my ball too. Great defense. Hey, the defensive backs have played well for Central today.
Oh, yeah. Really good job of knowing where the ball is at the point of attack and getting that head around.
They really seem well coached and well prepared in the defensive backfield, and we've seen the pressure all day from the front 7.
2nd and 10 here from the 38. Canario stepping back. He's got pressure, and he's going to have to scramble forward again, and he will go down. Back to the line of scrimmage, he'll be met, so it's just going to go down as a tackle on the scramble. So 3rd and 10 now. And that clock is just going to expire. It's going to tick away. So the Broncos concede this one here. 40-0. Your final score is the Central High School Knights solemnly defeat the visiting Burrillville Broncos 40-0. Coach, final thoughts on today's game?
You know what? Central did with Scutton here. They came out. They played physical on both sides of the ball, and they just took it to Burrillville on the offensive front. And hats off to the Central's coaching staff and the players. And I'll tell you what, this will be a good game next Saturday against South Kingston.
Oh, yeah. And so now, we know Central is going to South Kingstown, but what does this mean for the Burrillville Broncos going further into this playoff bracket?
Well, unfortunately for Burrillville, this will end their season minus their Thanksgiving Day game. So, but you know what? They made it here. They've battled all season. I mean, school of Burrillville that's just came up to Division I this past spring season.
Mm-hmm.
Hats off to their coaches for getting their kids prepared, competing. I mean, I know the score doesn't show how their season went, but you know what? They were here. They battled with a very good Central football team.
Absolutely. A big congratulations to Central High School as they have secured a spot to continue to move on here in the playoff race. As Coach said, the Broncos will be eliminated from that contention. Their season will end, but a good season for them, and a big congratulations to all those seniors on either side of the field. And today's player of the game, I think, is going to have to go to Theron Zarwaya, just from those 2 touchdowns we saw in the beginning of the game, and really most of Central's football team displayed a lot. There was a lot of candidates here. You had Judah Varfley, and then you had Saquon Hall with that pick 6.
Oh, absolutely. Well, we could always give it to Jordy Fernandez on the line, getting downfield.
Getting that punt, running that forward.
Getting down, blocking the safeties and whatnot. No, they played well. All phases of the game on Central.
A great job by the Central High School Knights as they defeat the Burrillville Broncos 40-0. I'm Chris Heaton, your play-by-play head coach of Cranston West football, Tom Plawecki. Thank you for joining us today, calling the game between the Central Knights here at Connolly Stadium in Providence, Rhode Island. Thank you for tuning into this special presentation by Fans Only Sports Network of Division I football. We will catch you all next time, and enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Pacheco to the house, touchdown! Wow. Kickoff return, Brock Pacheco.
Baker with nobody to cover him. He's got a